Hey guys, it's your friend Trina. I just wanted to catch up with you guys and just explain how my day goes on a daily basis since I've had my spine surgery. And ever since I had my spine surgery, I started exercising probably about 9 hours after the surgery, and I haven't stopped since. So when I say start exercising or therapy, because uh, the spine cord where it was compressed so severely was literally numbing half of my body. On one side, my whole left side was numb. So I was in a wheelchair. I couldn't walk by myself. I couldn't dress myself. I couldn't feed myself practically. I'm wearing a bib all the time. My thought process is not on point. And when you guys see me on video, of course, you're thinking, well, you sound just fine. But just so you know, this is about 90 seconds to 2 minutes that I'm talking, maybe a few minutes more. So, of course, I can gather all my strength for one little session, but try throughout my day. So when it's most important for me to really, really say what I need to say, I'm constantly forgetting words or forgetting what I was talking about. So forgive me if I say things like that. I notice I'm using my hands a lot more. And it's not that I'm using my hands, I'm just like frequently raising my arms. Before the surgery, I had no control. So I would be asleep and my arm would be in the air. So that would wake me up and I couldn't get it down. I like putting weights on it, putting blankets on it, just anything to get it down. And it just had a mind of its own. It would not stop. And it was so painful the last week before the surgery. I mean, I was in agony, especially since I had to be off any pain meds. So that was the longest week and a half of my life. And I thought I was hurting before, but you take the little dullness of the pain medicine that was just dulling it a slight was better. I guess it was better than nothing at all. So when I wake up in the morning, which is at 5, I started immediately doing my breathing exercises. Uh, and nobody's up. So I'm usually making sure I'm doing exercises that will be safe for me until they get up. So I'm spending like an hour on hand therapy and arm therapy and limb therapy. And then I am walking in the morning for probably about an hour and 15 minutes. It varies from an hour and 15 minutes to maybe an hour and 20, just depending. Um, I'm doing my leg exercises from the knee replacement that I had like 7 months before this surgery, and it was kind of stalled. I had the surgery, things went good. The knee replacement was very successful, but on the other hand, uh, what was going on with me for my spine was compressing around the knee, so it wouldn't let it go to its full potential. And I went to, physical therapy for about 3.5 months. And I was doing good, and then it just derailed because of the condition that started really rapidly taking uh, my way of helping my knee. So I'm pretty sure it's scar tissue on it, but I'm just kind of refusing to go back to surgery on that. I mean, I've had 4 to 5 surgeries in the last 2 years, and each time I have these surgeries, it is hard to recover. So, and I haven't recovered. Every time I'm, working my way to recover, here comes something else that's attacking my own body. And it all boils down to my autoimmune issues that really just got really bad. And the stage I'm at is between 3 and 4. Uh, and it's just really, really bad. And not saying that these things was my autoimmune issues, my ROA and all that stuff that caused this. But since I have it and it was wreaking havoc on my body, these issues became systematic. I developed severe TMJ. So my jaws are a little swollen today, and I'm not allowed to take any nerve pills for them right now. So that's something I'm dealing with also. It's so much that I could be dealing with. So bear with me. You might hear doorbells, all kind of stuff, phones ring in the middle of this. This is raw. I want you to see my real uh, atmosphere that I'm doing. And yes, I'm live from the couch as usual. Uh, Couch is not my day. I spend 4.5 hours to 5 exercising and therapy every day in some form. I do therapy in the kitchen because, I was not allowed to be in the kitchen for almost a year because I would burn myself, or I couldn't fill pots, or I couldn't cut. I couldn't, I couldn't do a lot of things. I don't have any control over my hands. And that's still, I probably have a 20% increase on the usage of my hands now. But that was from 100% of nothing. And they hurt, and they're still numb, and they're still like my skin is restricted. And no, it's not carpal tunnel. It's still severe nerve damage. And so that's what's going on right now. See the doorbell? Every day there's a doorbell ring from me ordering all this physical therapy equipment. So sometimes we get the doorbell 2 or 3 times a day. So I'm used to it. Thanks, guys. And so I am, again, practically exercising 5.5 hours a day, but or in exercise / therapy. But it also feels like I'm doing therapy every waking moment that I'm not on the couch because they wanted to incorporate. I'm practicing with my reading, uh, and I'm like, look, got workbooks of children with elementary. That's how far it was. My cognitive skill, so I'm doing fine motor skill things, uh, adding stuff up in my head, counting. I really just kind of go blank when I need to do my daily living, as you call it. Again, my independence is probably 20% independent, but I'm working on it. I'm feeling hopeful. I actually was able to walk um, the night I had my surgery, and I walked the halls of the hospital thinking I haven't touched the ground on my own with a walker in so many, I guess you want to say, 7 to 8 months. And so that's been pretty devastating to me, having driven my car. I drove my car for 3 weeks last year in 2020, and that's it. And the year before that, it was 6 months. I drove it, and that's it. So, I mean, the independence is really small, but I am tough, and I'm trying, and I'm feeling hopeful. Of course, when you're going through something like this, your world gets dark and alone, but I am not sharing any of this to get pity or anything like that. What I'm doing is, even when my son was diagnosed with autism, I was only trying to help others, but it's therapeutic when you're going through something and you're helping others too. It's therapeutic for me. You have to do whatever is right for you and only you, and that's whatever it is. So again, I just wanted to stress what I be doing throughout the day. So after that morning, I did about 3.5 hours. I'm exhausted. What I do, eat breakfast, um, and maybe do a little research, and I'm asleep if possible, or just laying here with my eyes closed. And then I'm back up again, and it looks like in about 20 minutes I'm back up again trying to do it. Do my exercises and do it. And then maybe later on tonight, I might do a third shift of exercising or therapy in some way. Everything is uh, put into a therapy activity with me trying to get independence. I know it's a long road of therapy and hard work. I do have diabetes on top of everything else, and it was in control. It was in control until I started going downhill. Then of course my numbers are skyrocketed. So I'm dealing with diabetic attacks plus whatever's, the issues attacking my body. And my jaws is really swollen right now. You see, guys? You see that? Good grief. But I just wanted to share this with you guys, and I'll be sharing some of the therapeutic things that I have that help me. Because I'm about all kind of stuff. I'm really trying to get to this next journey that I know is in my life and get to a living with autoimmune and diabetes instead of surviving it. And I'm okay with that. This is just make me gonna be stronger and come out this the other side. But just wanted you guys to know what my daily thing is, and if you want to share what your daily thing is, I'll be more than welcome. So just wanted to say hi and share a few things with you. And I can't wait to get back cooking because I absolutely love to cook. Some of you guys know that. And with me being a flexitarian, which I'll go into it on another video about what a flexitarian is and why I enjoy that instead of going vegan. And I was vegan for 8 months. So I'll get more into that probably in my next video. But for now, I'm exhausted. I'm still gasping for air from the surgery. I'm really working on how to breathe and how to swallow and all that stuff. And this time around, it's really hard for me to breathe. And I'm giving everything I got to get these words out. But when I click that button to go off, I'm really going to just like break down for a few seconds to relax and breathe because I'm really just gasping for air to get the words out. And I just wanted you guys to know what's going on. And I will probably make another video later tonight or tomorrow, just depending on how my days go. Those of you who have severe RA or are dealing with Raynaud's or lupus and all that, you can plan things, but that's all you can do is plan. So, as I always say, whatever. It's going to be all right. So, take it or leave it. So, I will talk to you guys soon. I hope you're enjoying your day. I love and just enjoy each other. Life is so short. See you guys later.